Okay, so this is a big story out tonight. A woman has filed a lawsuit against a fertility clinic operating here in Georgia, alleging that the facility implanted the wrong embryo.
Christina Murray says this mix-up led to her carrying and giving birth to another couple's baby. Ron Jones joining us now from the newsroom tonight. Ron, Murray and her attorney discussed the case today. What are we learning?
I told you, ladies, this is very bizarre. So Jennifer Murray and her attorney held a news conference today discussing the newly filed lawsuit against Coastal Fertility Specialists. So this is how they say it all went down. Back in May of 2023, the embryo was implanted. Attorneys said that it was not Christina's embryo and instead belonged to a couple of complete strangers who were also customers of this fertility clinic. 7 months later, in December, she delivered a baby boy. Christina, who is a white woman, chose a white sperm donor but delivered a black baby. Despite all of this, she says that she was in love with the child, wanted to keep the child as well. All right, so 5 months after delivery, she lost custody of that child after the couple the embryo belonged to took legal action. Murray says that this situation has changed her life forever.
I spent my entire life wanting to be a mom. I loved, nurtured, and grew my child, and I would have done literally anything in my power to keep him. My baby is not genetically mine. He doesn't have my blood. He doesn't have my eyes, but he is and will always be my son. To carry a baby, to fall in love with him, to deliver him, to build that uniquely special bond between a mother and a child, all to have them taken away. I'll never be the same woman.
As you can see, this is very difficult for both families. So the IVF clinic released a statement following this lawsuit, saying in part, quote, Coastal Fertility Specialists deeply regrets the distress caused by an unprecedented error that resulted in an embryo transfer mix-up. While this ultimately led to the birth of a healthy child, we recognize a profound impact this had and has had on the affected families, and we extend our sincerest apologies. Now, the company says that this was an isolated incident. This is what they're calling it. And they said that there are now safeguards in place to make sure that this does not happen again. Of course, ladies, we're going to watch this case. We're going to continue to follow this lawsuit, and we're going to let you know what happens.
All right, Ron, certainly an upsetting situation for both of those families there.